column matrix. A row matrix is only one row. Look at the order of the matrix. It's 1 by 3. 1 row, 3 columns. Here it is 3 by 1. 3 columns, 1 row. So if there's only one row, it's a row matrix. If only one column, it's a column matrix. Okay? If a matrix has all zeros, it's called a null matrix or a zero matrix. The matrix with all elements 0 is under zero matrix or a null matrix. A matrix with the element diagonally 1, others are 0. So 1, 0, 0, 1 is called the unit matrix. It is also known as the identity matrix. Okay, so matrix with only diagonally 1. Okay, now if a matrix has other element than 1, the rest are 0. Here I put only 1, 1, the rest are 0. It is a unit matrix. But if I write a matrix as this, other than 1, so if it has elements only in the diagonal other than 1, it is called a diagonal matrix. So matrix with having elements diagonally, the rest are 0, is a diagonal matrix. Next I come to like matrices. Matrices with the same order are called like matrices. See, I have written 3 matrices A, B, and C. The order of A, 2 rows, 3 columns. Order of B, 2 rows, 3 columns. Order of C, 2 by 2, 2 rows, 2 columns. So number of rows in all 3 are the same. But number of columns in the third one is not the same as the first 2. So A and B are like. A and B are like, but A and C or B and C are not like matrices. Importance of this. When we add 2 matrices, I will come to algebra of matrices now. When we add 2 matrices or we subtract one matrix from the other, it has to be like matrices. So in short, I just repeat, two matrices can be added only if they are like, or one matrix can be subtracted from the other if they are like. Unlike matrices cannot be added together or subtracted from one to another. Is that okay? So that is what the importance of a like matrix. Equal matrices. Now, two matrices are equal only if the corresponding elements are equal. So the first thing, they have to be like, okay, and then the corresponding elements are equal. Equal matrices two matrices are equal if the corresponding elements are equal. Now, corresponding elements. Now, look at this matrix. So I have written here two matrices. Now look at the corresponding element, what I mean. See, normally elements are denoted as A, I, J. I just write it for you. A, I, J. You won't have to worry for this. This means the element of the matrix A in ith row, jth column. Okay? It's high flown English, don't worry about it. Ith row and jth column. So supposing I write A 1 2 means the element in the first row, second column. So first row is this, second column is this, so the element is -1. This is what it means. So you won't have to worry for all this. What you have to look for? 4, both are in the same place. -1, same place. 2, right? So if the corresponding elements are equal, then the matrices are equal. Okay? So if this is the matrix, A is equal to B, I have not put the value here, I have written X. So guess, X should be 3. So X is equal to 3. Is that clear? All the elements should be the same and in the same place. Then the matrices are equal. Okay? I just alter this. I have written two matrices here, M and N. They are like, same order. Look at the elements. It's 2 1 3, 2 1 3, 0 4 1, 0 4 1. But the place of 3 is changed here. It's 1 in the first row, second column. But here 1 is in the first row, third column. So here M is not equal to N. Hope it's clear to you. So corresponding elements have to be equal, means the elements in the same place has to be equal. Then only the matrices are equal. If any one element